Vague refers to something that is unclear or imprecise in its meaning or intention. Inconsistent, on the other hand, refers to something that does not remain the same or is not uniform in its behavior or quality.
Is it recording? It didn't even do a countdown for me. That was rude.
Oh, it totally did a countdown for me. I saw it.
I got one. Yep.
Rude.
It's just
Anyways, probably. Somebody's heard stories.
Take two.
So we're on episode 8. 2 months of vaguely inconsistent. Lovely times.
Pretty freaking consistent for
right.
I was gonna say, yeah, we've been pretty consistent for being inconsistent.
Yeah. Also, hello.
Hey.
Yeah,
hey.
Right.
Yeah, Duke and Lou are here too.
Yo.
Yeah,
yeah, us guys.
Okay. Well,
Jack has been making it all about himself this week, so
it is all about Jack. But first, we'll talk about the pod.
Cool.
So, like I said, it's episode 8. So, we use Buzzsprout is our podcast company. That's who I upload it to. They do the RSS feed and they post it everywhere else. So they keep stats for us. So podcast.
Wait, you act like we know what RSS means.
Duke does.
Man. Hello, Black comprehension. Don't get that.
So our episodes.
RSS is what happens when you get pulled over by the police, Lou.
Racial.
That's RAS. I know that one.
That's
reasonable, articulate, suspicion. I know what RAS is.
DWB.
Exactly.
So our podcast started February 25th. We got 28 downloads on that first episode.
Damn.
It's been downhill since then.
I mean, we've been consistent with the uploads, so I don't know. What do people want, man?
I don't know. I get no
they're
feedback.
Not telling us,
right?
Yeah, they're not telling us.
Yeah,
all 4 of them. Well, 6. So 3 of our episodes got 6. The Pirates of the Caribbean. What was it? 2 weeks ago when the train totally derailed at the station. And then last week I called Broadway cows wearing banana hammocks because that was what we talked about.
The shoe fits or the hammock fits.
Yeah,
or,
yeah. The banana fits.
Yeah, or sometimes doesn't fit.
We are in 2 countries, the United States and Belgium. Somebody in Belgium listened to us, right?
Wow.
Right? Send us some chocolate, motherfucker. Let's go. Come on.
Yeah, some waffles. You can have your chocolate.
I'll take hey, you know what? We don't live together. It's fine. They can send one to one and one to the
That's
other.
what I'm saying. They go get the mix bag and split it up.
I just can't wait until the day that Jack has to get a P.O. box so he doesn't have to we don't have to be handing out addresses.
Right. So most of our listeners are in Las Vegas. 51% of our downloads have been in Las Vegas. So that's probably me.
Damn. Marketing.
Right?
Yeah. Jack's phone. That's Jack's car. Jack's computer.
Jack's tablet.
His kid's iPad.
Hey, I got to put in the work. If we're trending, we're trending. Doesn't matter how we got there.
That's fair. Get that bot account going.
Saying. And then...
No shit.
What else? We have one from Broomfield, Colorado. I'm sure that's Lou's girl.
Oh, yay.
2 in Denver. Yeah. None in Oregon, Duke. Your friends are failing us. They're haters.
I know. I'm failing. Yeah.
Denver's probably Allie's kid.
That only happened twice, so they must have gave up on it.
Yeah. I know he liked the first one.
We've gotten better. I'm just saying. It does not give me my YouTube count. I have to go to that itself. We're mostly listened to through Apple Podcasts and Spotify. Somebody
makes
actually
sense.
listened to us
I
through
think that's like
a web browser, so that's weird.
How do you even do that? Like, don't you have to have like?
There's sites that you can just play, like
Oh.
There's sites that the podcast just posts to that you can listen to.
Yeah.
See, I thought you had to do like Spotify, Apple Tunes, iHeartRadio, those type of things.
Well, the iHeartRadio though, you can listen to that stuff online. You don't have to download the app, so you can.
So you could have been listening on iTunes, or iHeart.
Yeah, if you do a search
through your web browser. Okay.
Yeah, if you do a search for Vaguely Inconsistent, we show up on a bunch of different platforms.
Okay.
So
yeah, when I set it up on Buzzsprout, it said, "Do you want to publish here?" I'm like, "Yes, yes, yes," and it's a whole bunch of sites. Let me
check all the boxes.
Pretty much.
Man, you checking up boxes, they're gonna think you woke. That's all they worried about is checking boxes.
Yeah, I got 4, 8, 13, 14, 15, 16 just through Buzzsprout. They list
16 spots that we're listed on.
Yeah,
that's bad grammar. On which we're listed,
and then once you upload to Apple, they give you 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 more. Plus, I upload to YouTube. YouTube gets a video or audio version, depending on whatever floats your boat.
We don't know which.
No, there's both of them right there. Whichever one you prefer.
Okay, they choose.
You can look at all this, or you can just listen to it.
Oh, they looking. They just gonna listen. They want to see what's behind these mouths.
Mm-hmm.
Let's be real.
Tonsils.
What them mouths do.
Lucky for us, we know.
Mm-hmm.
Wait. That's an episode that will definitely be marked explicit and probably demonetized. So.
On our OnlyFans. We're also on OnlyFans.
Right. Yeah, OnlyFans / Consistent.
Fuck you, Magic Spoon. We're going straight to that food competition on OnlyFans. And we know what we eating.
I can sit on some cakes.
So what was our stats on YouTube?
I don't know. I didn't look at it.
We didn't know. Yeah, because you had to go there. You have to go there.
Let me see.
We have 9 followers on Instagram.
Yeah.
I'm guessing most of them are Jack's friends.
Probably.
I could see that.
But no, I started this just because I thought it might be fun. Gives me a reason to hang out with you guys because we all live in different places.
Word.
So I do appreciate you guys sticking with me through this, rearranging your nights to hang out with me.
I would have been here earlier, but the movie was only an hour and a half, but they gave us 35 minutes of trailers and commercials. Literally 35 minutes. Like, the movie was supposed to start at 7:05. I looked at my phone when the opening studio stuff started, and it was 7:34.
No, that's funny. I do the same thing when I go to the movies. I was like, "How long is it when Maria Menounos, whatever her name is, gets off the screen? When she goes away, I look down at my phone. It's like, okay, how long is this going to be? Movie. Yeah. Then you gotta play your game, your phone, car racing, and all that. Hell yeah.
I mentioned one of the guys I was at today. They always have the Pepsi commercial where it's complete the quote. And I'm like,
I haven't seen.
They're picking quotes from, like, for the longest time it was Casablanca, and now it's I don't remember. But like, I'm like 90% of the people in this theater were not alive when like you're picking quotes from movies that 90% of these people probably don't even know about. Like, I don't know. It's funny to me. Like,
so okay, well, important question: what the hell did you go watch?
Monkey Man. So tonight was Monkey Man.
Was it everything you hoped for?
Enjoyed it. Yeah, it was enjoyable. There was there was definitely a lot of homages to a lot of recent movies. Oh, cat cam.
Oh, damn.
This is Harley Quinn.
Oh, you better block this shit. We got pussy on this channel now.
Yeah, this is the first OnlyFans. This is the first OnlyFans pod.
Usually she's at the door crying.
I enjoyed it.
That's only cats.
Was it different than any of the other revenge movies, or there was enough different?
Yeah,
that
there was
you're
a lot of
like, okay,
there was
well,
a lot
this
of
is going to
story.
happen now.
there was a lot of so it was structurally kind of similar to like a John Wick, but there was definitely a lot more of a story. So I think in that regard, I think it's a lot. I haven't watched a lot of Indian cinema, cinema from India,
Bollywood.
Yeah, that's the thing. Like, one of the guys that I follow on YouTube actually did a thing about RRR, which was the big one from I think 2 years ago.
Mm-hmm.
Which, if you haven't seen, is a fantastic movie.
I heard nothing but good things about that one.
It's really, really good. So like he'd been into Indian cinema, but it turns out like Bollywood is like one of like 9 types of cinema that exist. Like, because India is so huge, and has so many people. Like, it's like if there was like a Hollywood here in Portland, and there was a Hollywood in Southern California, and there was a Hollywood in Vegas, and there was a Hollywood in Denver, but all of them did different styles and different types of movies because you're catering to that specific. Right. But I just thought it was a super interesting video because like I had no idea, because again, like you said, all we know about is Bollywood.
Right.
Yeah, I'll send. If you're interested, I'll send that link to you, because it's actually a way, like, you think movies here sometimes are super complex and stuff, but movies over there, dude, like, it's crazy. But it was really, really good. I liked it. There was a lot of movies that it paid good homage to. The fight choreography and stuff was really good. I thought the story, it was a typical story, but I thought they told it well. Or it was like it wasn't an original story, right. But I thought they familiar, told it well.
But has its own.
Yeah, for sure.
I'm just glad you cleared that up. Usually, you watching this Indian movie, I'm like, oh, sweet, casinos in Arizona. I got this. I can watch this. It's like, oh, wait, wrong Indian.
Nope, Johnny Depp. Yeah. Sorry.
Sir, those are Native Americans, indigenous peoples. You can't call them Indians anymore.
Screw that shit. They Indians, man. And I'm a sit Indian style. And I'm be an Indian giver.
It's because you said you have
Spanish. Don't even give me that crisscross applesauce bullshit either.
It's because you're Spanish. It was your people that came here and called them Indians because you're dumb as hell.
Mm-hmm. Hey, man. Mexicans, look, our Mexican fans, you're welcome. Because it wasn't for us Spanish, you wouldn't have Mexicans. So whatever.
Look up
your history.
Our one Belgian listener is now like typing like America Foundation Spanish. Like,
I mean, New Mexico was called New Spain at one point. Come on, y'all.
This is true.
I still got family. My family that was back in 1500 Spain settled in New Spain. So I still have family actually in Berlin, New Mexico right now.
Fancy.
700 years later.
Right.
It's pretty badass.
Okay.
Thank you, Ancestry.com. Free plug.
You do one of those
sponsoring us.
One of those DNA tests, Lou. Spit in a tube.
I you know what? No, then the government has my DNA. So if crime issues happen, they already have halfway got me. Nah, we can't have that. We got to make it hard for them. We're gonna make it hard for them. We're not just gonna give them my DNA and put me in a database. No.
Wait. You said you get hard for the government?
Oh yeah.
Then you ain't spitting. I mean, you're spitting, but you ain't traditional spitting.
No. First of all, I ain't spitting. Oh shit! All right, so it sounds like it's worth a watch, though. At the end of the day, that movie sounds like it's worth a watch.
Yeah, for sure.
All right, cool.
And then tomorrow will probably be Civil War, and then next week will be Abigail.
Dang.
So
this shit is coming up fast,
right?
Damn.
Yeah. There's movies. Basically, I think there's one weekend in the next like month and a half that there isn't a movie coming out.
That holy shit.
So
I think my next one is probably since I didn't get around to it the last 2 weeks, it's probably going to be either Saturday night or maybe Sunday matinee is to finally see Ghostbusters.
Ghostbusters was good. I liked it.
Like I said, if you like the last one, you like this one. Same characters.
Yeah.
I enjoyed it, and I'm sitting in my living room. I look up, I see this, ghost trap popcorn bucket, and I'm like, man, it just keeps reminding me to go watch this damn movie.
I think
at least I know what my carry-on is next time I visit.
I got the one from Regal too. That one lights up too.
Was it
It's a different
was
one.
it a trap?
Yeah. Regal and AMC
both
had traps.
But it's a different.
The one that you got me from AMC
didn't
has the energy, the light coming out of it. This one doesn't have light coming out, but it does light up.
That purple shit.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm looking up at it right now. That's why I'm looking this way. I'm like, didn't even know. Yeah. I wish it lit up. That'd be kind of badass.
I think it does light up, but this one that I have only lights up.
Oh, okay, cool. I'm like, hell, dude, for $50, it better.
Right? Thanks.
$50 for a popcorn button.
Yeah, shit, $49.99. Worth it.
Yeah, he got a Darth Vader
I got a
NFT
Vader
out of it.
At it. Yeah, for real. That's
trading NFTs for physical goods.
Shit worked out.
Joke's on him. I would give it to him for free anyways.
Right.
Yep.
Same thing.
Yep.
So I was like, hey, can you pick this up? I'm like, yeah, all right. It's like, how can we make it so it seems okay, even though damn well he don't got to do shit for it. Just here.
I mean, that's like the last 3 years of Comic-Con stuff. Hey, Jack, can you pick this stuff up for me? 4 months later. Let me ship this to you. How much do I owe you? It's fine. You waited 4 months for it. You're good.
Yeah, no,
that's about right.
I have that conversation with Lou all the time. We either perpetually owe everybody something, or we're good all the time. It is what it is.
Just works out.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's how it was with this. It was like, the timing was perfect. I picked up this. It was like he had some stuff that I wanted. It's like, how about we just call that a trade?
Yep.
Like, okay, sounds good.
Yep.
But here's the thing, though. We'll both attest to this. Even if it wasn't, we still would have been like, it's fine.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Yeah, because I'm sure there's some point in the past that.
Yeah, exactly. It should always,
she was on the other foot.
The universe will correct itself. Excuse me. So. Right. I was going to say what BS what woke BS do I want to bring up? You know I bring up some woke BS every week. Today's woke BS, y'all. We done lost Jack.
Can we pause it?
No, it still says we're recording, but
yeah, so
no, because he can edit it later.
Yeah, he'll edit it.
Yeah, I was going to say just keep on going. And I wonder if did the cat do something? Did the woman did the woman do something?
Yeah, the woman turned off the router, I bet.
Right? She was all like, I didn't say you could podcast tonight.
Which pussy took you offline, Jack?
You reached for your tissue and it disappeared. Dang, I hope it recorded the other one.
Duke is a wizard.
Right? Dang. Well, I hope it recorded the earlier parts of this. I'm going to have to do some mad editing on this now.
It still said recording. Even when you were gone, it still said recording.
All right.
Yeah.
Well, it did say it didn't affect anyone else, so. All right, cool.
Oh, well, there you go.
I'll try not to sneeze for the rest of the episode.
It uses internet powers.
Right.
Okay, so the woke bullshit that I saw, and it wasn't even woke bullshit, it was just the reaction to shit afterward, was Star Wars Outlaws.
Mm-hmm.
Trailer didn't look too bad. I was fine with it. But then I saw what the actress that they used, the model, looked like, and then the character, and how the character in the game looks, and those two are not similar. The way what the hell was the Star Wars game you've been trying to get me to play for 5 years?
Jedi Order.
Yeah, that one. That dude, that actor from Gotham, he looks like the character in the game, right? You can tell that's him.
Yeah,
dude, this girl, they did her dirty. They made her just look very masculine.
Yeah.
In the trailer, and you look at her, I was like, okay, if that's what the girl looks like, great. But then you look what she really looks like, it was like, whoa, why are they uglifying this girl when it's not necessary? If they're not going to uglify dude and Fallen Order, Fallen Jedi, whatever the hell it is, why are they going to uglify her? It's like, as much as y'all trying to push women, you're going to make this woman look non-attractive?
But is she too cute to be in the underground? You know, like a rogue Han Solo kind of chick. Like, you can't be walking in there all hot and stuff, and you're dealing with like Jabba the Hutt and spice trading and all that junk.
I could see that, but if that were the case, why would they pick her as the model?
Because she's a good actress. Why would you pick Bradley Cooper to be
Yeah.
Rocket Raccoon when nobody can see his face? You just get Joe Schmo voice actor because you're looking for the performance.
Sort of, because you recognize Bradley Cooper's voice.
Not as much.
I don't know if that would have mattered, though. That is true.
You're going to pay Bradley
That is
Cooper's
true.
price.
And I mean, even the same with Vin Diesel.
Yeah.
That one I never understood. You're going to pay that dude just to say I am Groot or I love you guys?
I mean, obviously they did it for a reason, you know, whether it was for star power or whatever, like, you know.
But either way, that's the drama going on with Outlaws right now, and I'm sitting there watching some shit. I'm like, wow, they did do her dirty. But your rationale, I could buy that. It's like, oh no, she's gotta be basically tomboyish, rough to be able to be in that world. I'm like, all right, I can accept that. That's perfectly fine.
We can't all be Kira.
Yeah,
I mean, they need to be shit.
That's true.
Did she come back? I saw something that said that
she's in the trailer.
Yeah, because she's somebody. Yeah, because the Crimson Dawn's in it, and it's the first official. So they were like, well, now that she's back in the universe, like, are they? What are they going to do with her? Like,
oh, they've done a lot with her in the comic books.
But I'm saying, like, as far as the physical media, right? Video game, movie, TV. Like, so now that she's presented as being in this time frame, right? Like, which is it's supposed to be between
Empire and Jedi.
Yeah. So,
which is actually what comic books are right now too.
Okay, I was gonna say I wasn't sure if that scene with Frozen Solo was just bullshit or nothing. But it looks like it's legit then, if that's a time frame.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
So,
she interacts with Jabba too. So, or you interact with Jabba. So.
That could have been beforehand. But now that it's Empire Jedi, I wonder if they're gonna try to bring in some Shadows of the Empire shit.
That'd be cool.
Well, that's the other thing is because the Black Sun are in it, but Caesar isn't in it. But they have a Feline, right? Feline?
Yeah.
That's how you pronounce it?
Yeah.
They have a Feline in the trailer, but it's not Caesar. So they're like, well, maybe Caesar shows up at some point. And I'm saying that right too, right? Caesar? That's how in my head, that's how I've always said it. So
I think I always pronounce it Sizor.
Caesar?
But whatever.
Sizor?
Well,
Scissor?
I mean, it makes sense, Lou, because you're always. I'm worried about that. Lou is just worried about size. So Lou is a size queen. Anywhere you can put size in, he'll be.
I was worried about them scissors right there. But Prince is probably like Prince Shizor or something. It's probably an S8
Zizor. Because Zizor. That's how I always thought it was.
Huh. But yeah, maybe some Dash Rendar, some Outrider. That would be kind of badass. They had some Shadows of the Empire action going on. I always wanted, ever since Clone Wars came out, I always wanted all those novels and good stories. Just fucking animate them. I don't care if it's Legends. Call it Star Wars Legends. Matter of fact, have a series called Star Wars Legends and animate all those stories.
Yep.
The thing is, I would be interested to find out like the percentage of stuff that was flagged as Legends that has been brought back into
so much,
right? So much. Like that's what I'm saying. Like why would you do a Legends series when you're already just bringing all of that stuff in with your little tweaks and your little your spin on it, but it's basically the same, right? So I mean, don't be surprised if Outlaws does bend into the Shadows of the Empire type stuff.
I wouldn't be surprised. I mean, you're right. You're right. The way they've brought in enough stuff that I wouldn't be surprised. I'd be very excited about it and be like, "Oh, that's so cool."
Well, yeah, because I mean, you're not a bounty hunter, but you're in the underworld. So
it's like
that's like
the comics, smuggler chick or something.
The comics all revolved around that, right? Was all of their arc, everybody's arc to get ready to go save Han. So it wouldn't surprise me at all if. So
get a side mission with Leia getting the Bausch outfit and all that shit.
Yeah, Chewie cutting his hair,
right.
For whatever reason, that stands out as like something where they're like, "You got to cut your hair," and he's like, and like, "No, you got to cut your hair like this," and he's like, and then he did it. And for whatever reason that stands out in the I haven't read the comics in 35 years, but
Man,
he had
I remember reading the novel,
buzz cut,
the flat top. Yeah.
He's like, I'm a bounty hunter.
Wasn't his action figure like that too?
Yeah.
Yep. He had a flat top. Kid and play.
Because I'm trying to remember when the red card started, and they had the Shadows line in there. Didn't they do like
the
5
Shadows
or 6?
line was all, but the Shadows line was all purple.
Yeah.
Yeah, I know. I'm just saying. But what I'm saying is it started around when red card started. Before
I think it was 4 because I think it was
4?
Dash.
I thought it was 5.
I thought it was Dash Rendar, Chewbacca, the Dark Trooper, and Caesar.
Whatever. Yeah.
Caesar,
and then they had the
Caesar.
Scissor. It was Scissor.
And then they had Dash Rendar's ship.
Yeah.
So,
and then there were 2 comic packs, Boba and IG-88, and Caesar and Vader.
Yeah, that would make sense.
Maybe.
See, I don't remember. I know I own them.
Right.
I don't remember which ones they are though. But
give me that storage
because it was right. It was it red card in 95, and then they went, was it red to purple or red to green? When did Shadows come out in between all that wave?
It was right during the red cards. I think they were still red cards after even.
Okay.
Because it was just like a little mini series.
So it looks like there was 5 individual cards.
Yeah.
Dash Rendar, Leia as Boushh, Chewbacca, Caesar, and Luke Skywalker in the Imperial Guard.
Imperial.
Yep.
Yeah.
And then you're right. There was the 2 packs, I think. Yeah.
Man, collecting back in the day, man, hitting Walmart 3 hours a night, hitting the town. Those were the days.
It wasn't even about Walmart, dude. Man,
it was for me.
Well, then you missed out, dude, because when Jack and I lived together, dude, every Sunday, we had nothing planned. We didn't hang out with anybody else. It was just the 2 of us. And it was Target, Walmart, KB Toys, Toys R Us, the mall.
Well, those ones were
Costco for some lunch. Like that was like our weekly.
All those were fine. I'm talking Walmart specifically because I would hunt around midnight when those stores were closed, and Walmart was 24 hours back then.
Yeah.
So because of that, I'd start out at about 10 because I knew stock would hit the floor around then. So I'd hit from 10 to 1 a.m., 10 at night, 1 a.m., and hit like 4 to 6 Walmarts. And like I think I told back in episode 1, man, the ladies got to know me, the stalkers got to know me, and and it was like, okay, but buy some, flip some, piss off everybody else in the Rebel forums
until they start doing it.
Yep. It's like, wait, this motherfucker is not paying for his collection because he's selling 2 of everything and keeping 1? Huh. Maybe I should do that. Yeah, dumbasses, maybe you should. And they all did, too.
Yep.
Jack, you remember the guy who tried to sell us Elephant Man out in the parking lot?
Of Toys R Us, yep.
Yeah.
Dude, the blue card, big-ass, elephant-looking dude?
Yeah.
Damn.
And we've been looking for him for weeks. And like I think we were having a conversation about it, and there happened to be a guy. I don't think he was. I mean, he might have been a Hot Wheels guy. Was like kind of over with us, and he was like, "Oh, I went out in my car," and then we went out there, and he was like, $25, and we're like, "Suck my what?" Like, right? So it was nice that we saw it, but I was like, I don't think we bought it from him because I was like,
I don't think so either.
Nah,
$25.
Nah, we're good.
I'm trying to think. I think with my 3 3/4, I think from red card all the way to coin in 2005, I don't think I missed one figure. I won't say I have all the variants, but
KB Toys was a huge part of that because they always put that shit on clearance and on sale.
Toys R Us too.
Yeah, yeah, all the time.
Toys R Us is how I got. That's when I was like, oh, I wasn't gonna do the vehicles, but once Toys R Us did that sell when you could get an AT-AT for $10.
Yep.
Yeah, and it was like $10 for an AT-AT, $5 for the ship. I was like, oh, well, let me buy all these. I think I ended up getting like for under $80. I got the AT-AT, all the ships, the speeders, all the small ones, the X-wings, the snow speeder, all that crap. It was like, damn. So once I did that, I was like, oh, well, hell, I have all but 2 now. I may as well go get the other 2.
Yep.
And then just kept up with it going forward from there. But Toys R Us and KB, oh, holy shit. Back in the, dude, I was at, so I went to, speaking of Walmart, I went to Walmart tonight. Just had to get some stuff for the house. And I see the new carded figures for Star Wars, and the white cartoon, the animated looking ones, backdrop.
Yeah.
And then I saw the Black Series, and then I saw a sign above that said like $29.94. I'm like, you out your damn mind. $30, $32 after tax for one 6-inch figure. Nope. I'll see you on sale day.
Yep,
I'll see
they
you
just
when
expensive now.
I'll see you when Hasbro puts you on clearance.
Right?
Yeah, because I remember 95. My first figure was a Vader red card and a 3PO, and it was $4.97. Sticker was still on the damn card. $4.97. It's like shit. Ridiculous.
Well, now they want to charge you $20 for a 6-inch figure with 5 points of articulation too.
Yep.
Yeah. No.
Well, I mean, how many Comic-Cons did we walk out of the Hasbro presentation shaking our heads because they'd be like, "We're doing all this stuff," and you'd be like, "That's going to be expensive." Like, it's cool that it's all coming out, but arm and a leg, man, arm and a leg.
I don't know, man. I'd rather I'll just wait for the HasLab. Find something that's worth a damn. It's like, okay, skip that. That's neat. Skip that. I'll get my Funko Vaders. Every Vader, I think I'm missing one right now.
The one
that's
with
just
the
because.
sticker?
It was a Walmart exclusive. Well, no, not because I have that figure. I don't have that variant, but I at least have one of each mold and all that.
Yeah.
The one I'm missing now is the Walmart exclusive from Obi-Wan, I think, where I think it's from Obi-Wan. Where he has the crack.
Yeah.
He has the crack in his helmet, and I saw it. I said it was a Walmart exclusive. I saw it. I just passed on it because the box was damaged. I'm like, you know what? I go to enough cons that if I don't see it out in the wild, I will pick it up at Denver Comic-Con. I'll pick it up at San Diego Comic-Con. Not even sweating it because it's not an expensive figure. I can get it for $10-15. So, I'll just get it whenever. For real.
I just order
other than that,
I never go out. So it's possible I just ordered 2 because you order 2 in case one's damaged.
Exactly.
Yeah.
I was going to say, and that's been the problem lately. Walmart shipping has been garbage the last 2 years. So I was like, whatever.
But I mean, is that an argument to be made for buying it secondhand from somebody? Because at least that it'll come in a pop protector or whatever. I mean, I'm not into Funko at all, so I'm just talking out of my ass here. But
well, no, because just because you buy it off of somebody doesn't mean it's going to be in a protector.
Well, usually though, if you get it off eBay or whatever, they say
no, they'll put that shit in paper or a bubble wrap.
Oh, okay.
I do when I ship something, it's going in at least a sorter, the cardboard protector. Yeah. So I'll ship mine okay, and then wrap that in bubble wrap. But other people don't give you the same courtesy.
Yeah.
But again, buying it at the con because there's going to be at least 10 vendors at Denver and double that at San Diego, if not more.
Yeah.
So I can at least see it in person, get an idea of the condition. And if I buy it in Denver, it doesn't matter. If I buy it in Denver or San Diego, I take sorters or pot protectors with me.
Yeah. Or you can buy them there. Like, again,
or I can buy them there.
If you get too many, if you buy movie posters and then, you got tubes.
Get a tube.
You just go buy a tube. Yeah.
Exactly. Same thing. Yep. So I'm not sweating it, but that's like the only, for lack of a better word, common, even though it's not common, but how about inexpensive? The last one under $20 that I'm missing. So. Especially since I got the NFT one from Jack now, so we're good.
Nice.
Collecting these days, man. I don't like. There's so much, and it's so expensive. Like NECA, is it NECA like $30 a figure too?
Dude, it's horrible.
So y'all Turtles fans, and and then you got Walmart exclusive, Target exclusive, NECA exclusives. Holy shit!
NECA just before NECA just picked 6 this morning, tomorrow morning for Holothon because they're posting their NECA
Holothon
stuff.
Starts. Yep.
And the problem with them is their drop. It's a huge drop. So there's a 4-pack of the Punk Turtles. There's a single pack of each of the Turtles, a deluxe version of each of the Turtles. There's 2 2-packs. And then even more if you're going into the comics and stuff, which I'm staying away from those for the most part. But yeah, it is not cheap at all.
No,
and they started putting out the turtle there too. And those are not cheap either. But it's huge. You remember that the street scene I got when the Turtle movie first came out?
Turtle movies, yep.
So the sewer fits under that. Like you can stack it on top of that.
Good Lord.
Right?
Somebody's going to have a nice ass display.
Right?
I don't know who that somebody is, but it's going to look real good when it's all done.
It'll look real good in the new house. Just saying. I thought NECA had just gotten a new license, or I saw a new... Maybe it was the Turtles that I saw. Because they had something that I was like, oh, that's crazy that they have that.
No, they've had Turtles forever.
Yeah,
they were saying. I thought I saw something else that came up that I was like, oh. I'm trying to think of what else. They have Batman. They have Batman? Batman's pretty recent, right? They haven't had Batman
I don't remember them having Batman.
They've done Batman. Because I have a big 18-inch Harley Quinn from them. I got a Heath Ledger Joker. DC lets them do certain stuff that they don't do. So, like, they can do, like, the big 18-inch figures. Once in a while, they get permission to do the 6-inch figures, but, like, super limited at Comic-Con. Or, like, those 2-packs when it was, like, Batman versus Predator, Superman versus Alien. Stuff that they're not going to do. But now that McFarlane has his fingers in it, I don't know how much leeway they would give them with that, because that's what Todd does.
Like on the
dude, the DC McFarlane shit at Comic-Con last year looks so good.
Mm-hmm.
Good Lord, those are some nice looking pieces. I had some people out here in Denver that I hooked up. It was like, hey, can you get this for me? I'm like, sure. I was like, oh, well, I could always get extra if I want to sell it. I didn't. I just didn't bother. But I did see it and was like, man, good thing I'm not into this line, because that looks good.
It's a good thing he hates women, too, and doesn't make Harley Quinn.
Exactly.
That's not terrible.
Harley King.
They have on NECA's site. They actually have a Megan 1-to-1 replica life-size Megan doll for $494.
That's it.
I thought about getting one for my little one. She loves Megan,
and it's posable and everything.
Yeah, it's like a
that is
action figure.
Great. That's a great price, though. Holy crap!
Yeah, they have like a bunch of their like full-size foam Batman, Deadpool and stuff, but those are like $1,500.
Yeah,
I mean, still not. I guess it's not a terrible price considering what some of the Star Wars ones in the past have been.
Yeah,
you know, the ones from Sideshow and stuff, right? Because Sideshow was doing the full size for a little while, right? Or 1-to-1.
Yeah, they had the Han and Carbonite,
they had 1-1,
Boba Fett's, and
Net of Vader. Remember seeing that at Comic-Con on the floor.
Yeah.
And then Gentle Giant had Gentle Giant just did the bus, right? 1-1 scale. No, Sideshow did the 1-1 scale bus.
Yeah, that was Sideshow.
So I remember I had the Maul and Greedo. I remember at least those two that I had. And there's one more. No, the one that everybody wanted was the Grievous. I didn't get it, but there was a Grievous too that everybody was all about.
Yeah.
I want his backstory in animation to like tells of a fill in the blank. I want to know how Grievous went from a
Tales
proper,
of a Separatist,
quote unquote, proper person to how he ended up looking in the movies. / I guess go back to the freaking 2003 Cartoon Network.
Right.
Shit. Him, Dirge.
When he squashed Scooby.
Yeah, when he killed Shaggy.
That's what I meant, yeah. Wow. All right, it's late. Shut up.
Late. It's still yesterday over there. Well, it's almost tomorrow for me right now.
Yeah.
Future dweller.
1 more minute. Exactly. I'll let you know how midnight turns out, so you guys can expect it.
So speaking of like pop culture things, because we don't talk enough about that.
At all.
Jack.
At all.
You've been down and out the last few days, so you said you got caught up on some of your TV
oh, yeah,
movie
you got
watching.
caught up on some shit. What'd you watch?
Those of us that are watching us, you'll see my background's different. Golden Knights, yeah, Stanley Cup champions. I don't know if they're making it this year.
I'm just distracted by that stack
They're
of
pissing
discs.
me off this year.
What's the thing right above your head that's the discs right next to the Funko Pops?
Hockey pucks, bro.
Is that hockey pucks?
Okay. Say, it looks like
what are they wrapped? Are they wrapped up?
No,
it's in a box?
It's a tower. It's just a tower.
Oh, okay. But so why? But
no,
is
why
are they like
some black and some brown?
Yeah. What are they wrapped up in paper?
They're
or
gold.
Ah, all right.
That's no.
I still like.
They need to be shiny if they're gold. The way
I can't wrap my head around.
I can't put that on my tooth.
I still can't wrap my head around Jack being a sports fan. Like, the only thing that Jack was a sports fan of back in the day was wrestling. And now he's like, oh, I have season tickets to the Raiders, and I got this. And I'm like, what? Who is this person?
And I'm going to the Knights game, and I'm
Right.
going to the Silver Knights game.
Mhm.
I'm going, yep.
I'm going to the Aces. I already have a PCL for the A's.
Right. We are going to the Desert Dogs, the rugby team, on Saturday.
Oh,
Nice.
that'd be cool.
Well, the little one's been begging me. They were giving away tickets or something. All she hears is Desert Dogs. So she's like, yep, I'm in. I'm like, okay,
Yep.
but it's rugby.
I
And
mean,
it
she
works out
likes
because
football.
it's also superhero night too. And their jerseys are like Miles Morales themed. So, and she loves Spider-Man. So
Even
it works
better.
out. And then it's also something for my work too.
Nice.
It just happened that I bought tickets for that day because that's when we were going. But then they also started doing a promotion like, hey, if you work in this job, then you should come to the game tonight because it's appreciation night for that too. So I'm like, okay, cool. It worked out. But yes, so last week
for real.
we were,
That's a win.
Is it a Legion?
No, Michelob at Mandalay, where the Aces play.
Okay.
So
Cool.
Is it the 7-man?
Yeah, I think so.
The 7-man rugby?
I know nothing about it.
Okay, that's because they have that out here. Yeah, no, I went. Oh, they have a spot out here in Glendale. It's, I don't know, 40 minutes away or so. And what you do is like your entrance gets you into the stadium, and then there's like games all day, so you can just hang out and watch like 4 or 6 matches, whatever. And it's pretty quick, 7-man, not the full on. So I ain't gonna lie, thought it was badass. I went the first time, I don't know, 2009 maybe. And it was pretty. I enjoyed that. That and the other thing, the same year, later that year,
Yeah.
roller derby. I thought roller derby is like, what you see on TV, the fake made up stuff, and there is that. But this shit was an actual sport with actual rules, and they're explaining. And I was like, wait, this is a legit sport. This ain't just let's see some TNA right after USA Up All Night.
All
Okay,
night.
we can do this. You go, Rhonda Shear. Shit. But yeah, man, the roller derby was. I was like, the Denver. I think it was a Denver roller
That
doll
would
or
have been
something
white
like
people
that.
shit
Yep. That's some classic.
Oh, I'll have one for you next week. I already since I know what my plan is this week. Oh yeah.
Okay,
Yeah,
so
next week's gonna
back
be
to the topic. So my
Oh,
back
yeah.
has been jacked up
Choo-choo.
for years, right?
no pun intended.
See, if
Ever
never
since you helped me
moved,
move.
I wouldn't hurt my back. But right,
Jack would have been
it
perfectly
happens.
healthy.
I mean, my first 2 jobs were working in a warehouse. My first job was throwing at least 70-pound reels of copper wire. So but it started acting really bad last week. So we were going to go to Disneyland. I was going to do the Season of the Force stuff. It was going to be a grand old time. But no. My back said, no, sir.
New Star Tours.
Job of the hot popcorn bucket. Oh.
Your back
Millennium
Falcon.
Falcon,
Right?
Millennium Falcon popcorn bucket too.
I don't get that thing. I don't see how that can be a popcorn bucket.
He said,
There's
looking
been so
at
many
a
things that I've seen that I'm like, how is that a popcorn
Ghost Trap
bucket?
popcorn bucket.
Yep, that held like maybe half a cup of popcorn.
It's got walls on the side. I could see how it could hold popcorn. How does
It's
Millennium
hollow when
Falcon
you open it up.
hold popcorn? Unless it's like really thick.
Disney doesn't worry about that. They don't. The point is for you to get it because you're going to get the $5 refills or $7 refills, right?
It's 3 ounces of popcorn, man.
I'm not justifying it. I'm just saying it exists, and you got to get it.
I saw it. Look, if it was Vader's tie, maybe we could talk
for a while.
But
you think Vader's tie is going to hold more than the Millennium Falcon?
yes, because Millennium Falcon is this skinny thing where are you going to put the popcorn? With Vader's tie, you open it up and that whole bubble cockpit popcorn. Yeah, I'm down.
Well,
especially if it's that. Remember that tie they made that was like quote unquote to scale. that one. Just make it that big, and the whole middle thing. That's like a medium-sized popcorn. I will butter that shit up. Put some gloves on.
They're going to have a
Stormtrooper
helmet too on May 4th.
Mm-hmm. Oh wait, a popcorn helmet?
Yeah.
Wait a minute.
It's a
Stormtrooper or a clone trooper?
Yeah.
Stormtrooper.
I think.
That don't make any sense for the anniversary of Episode 1 is going to have a Stormtrooper helmet.
But it also fits in with the Batu.
I mean, it's still Star Wars. I get it.
Stormtrooper helmets on spikes and stuff. Everybody that watched The Mandalorian was like, yeah.
Oh, well.
Yeah.
Okay, that's fair. That's fair.
I did watch a video where they did find the Halcyon stuff is in the parks.
Yeah, the glasses.
So, if you had any interest in any of that,
when we went on the Wish, I got
okay. Go ahead.
I don't know if it says that it's only at the Wish because it's the Hyperspace Lounge or something. I think so. I think that glass is Hyperspace Lounge, and these glasses from the Halcyon are the same, but they say Halcyon on them, so they are different.
They have the cruise line on them, right? Whatever the Chandrilla lines.
I've been laid up since Friday afternoon, evening-ish.
Yeah, because you guys were supposed to leave Friday morning.
Friday after school.
Right? Or Saturday morning.
Friday after school.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And you're like, we turned around. Didn't even make it to Barstow for your tacos.
It's horrible. Horrible. I am doing better now, but I still need to sit up. I'm not sitting on the floor like I usually do for the podcast. So I've been laid up. So it's laying around, resting. So I finally watched Halo. I finished Halo. It was actually very good. It was everything you said it was. It got way better than season 1. The end. Yep. He finally got the sword fight and everything. Got his energy sword. Like if I was in my room, I would show you. I have a Master Chief bust, General Giant. He's holding a plasma sword because that is what Master Chief does. He holds plasma swords.
Yeah.
And then the gun from...
Yep.
Yeah. Jack cleaned himself since he saw it.
I thought when you were like, if you would have followed me to my room, I would have been like, oh, where's this going? What? He's like, cha-ching, and then he was like, oh God.
Dude, I was thinking the same thing. I was like, oh shit. I was like, oh, here we go.
Straight up stand in the trailer. Ectoplasm everywhere. Aliens. Ghosts.
That's what she's holding my plasma sword.
That's actually
leave your black lights at home.
It's like a Jackson Pollock up in here.
I feel sorry for whoever goes. I feel sorry for the next when your house gets sold, Jack. The next person that lives in the man cave is just going to be like haunted by.
What is that tripping sound?
Oh man, I'm gonna send you a can of kills. Oh Lord, just spray this shit down with some kills. Call it a day.
I mean, they moved away. I mean, Makia is still part of the thing, but she wasn't a primary character in the majority of it, and she didn't seem as annoying, I guess, or as like she became more of a side character been the whole time. Than
which she should have.
Yeah,
Arbiter was cool.
Mad they killed
Arbiter,
on that. He should have lasted a little bit longer.
Oh, I'm sure he'll be back. The fact that they ended it with him being in some sort of weird room with the construct, right?
Yeah, when they were showing that, I'm like, yes, he is talking to that little floating camera thing, and then it panned out. I was like, yes,
and tell me you didn't get hard as a fucking rock when they went into that room and they were like, oh, these look like test tubes, and you're like, flood. Fuck yes, give me that shit.
I was like, yes, I'm doing the flood already.
and I'm over here like, no idea what they're talking about.
Oh,
it's
man.
a parasite? Yes.
So the way you guys described it, the last couple of episodes, so this is where the game starts.
Pretty much.
There.
I mean, in the game,
kind of.
Everybody thought the Halo was a weapon like they do in the movie or in the show. It's not really. The Halo makes the flood, and the flood is what cleanses the galaxy, and then everything starts over.
Right. So it is a weapon in that regard. Like they think of it as like a the Flood is the reset, where everybody thinks that the Halo
Right.
is like a Death Star or something, that it'll be able to like
Planets,
obliterate like a specific galaxy or universe, right? And that's not the case at all. The Halo is like, oh, Flood,
Yeah.
take care of everything.
I know. Seems a solid plan.
Yeah.
Just wipe out everybody, restart. People. I mean, species can't fucking behave. Why not?
But I mean, for how we were introduced to the Flood in Halo, I liked this version of that as well.
They
Like,
handled it very well
was
for
as-
like general audience, because you have to remember it's a first-person shooter game, so they're just throwing bad guys at you. Is this Halo?
Yeah, they open a door, and all of a sudden, your introduction in Halo is a door opens up, and you get
Little
rushed by a bunch of the little, Yeah, so they're which we didn't see in the
It's
show.
straight to
in
humans.
the show, it's more of a like a contagion. Yeah, where in the game, it's a thing that is passed by these smaller kind of octopedal things that almost kind of face hugger like, I would say. I mean, I don't think they I don't think they hug your face, but they.
And then as you go further in the game, you're like, oh, these dudes have like space marine weapons. These are the same weapons that my homeboys are using. Like, oh snap, they're infecting the people.
So you saw what I meant when I said, as the way season 1 went from good to absolute terrible, season 2 went from okay to absolute good. It's just like complete.
Because they figured out how to fit the story in,
but
the different action. Because you're watching Halo for action, honestly. Story is secondary.
Yeah, of course.
But the difference is, though, like when you saw it and they said reach, you were like, oh, this is where we are. Where Jack and I both saw that, and we thought, oh shit, son, it's about to go off now. Because the fall of Reach is what starts everything with the war between in the games. The fall of Reach is what the first strike of the Covenant against the humans.
No, totally get it. Because my view watching it was like, are they seriously going to wipe out their home planet or a home city? It was like, holy crap. They're actually going to let them wipe it out. Because you're used to like, oh, they got to save the main planet, on the Independence Day shit. DC will survive. I was like, they didn't survive. What the fuck? That definitely threw me. I was not expecting that.
Well, and the fact that they turned Keyes into more of a Johnson type figure. Just fuck it. We're just gonna do this. Like, we're doing it, guys. Like, you're going to be behind me. Yeah, and then he went out like a fucking baller. Like, that was fucking badass. But
I like it.
All right.
No.
All right. What else? What else you watch?
I watched Dune.
So I'm so glad I got to talk about this with you guys right now. Because nobody else I know has any interest in watching it. Like, they just,
oh damn! Like, even me, who really knew dick about it, I thought it was great. I mean, again, season 2 better than 1, but yeah, honestly, if you guys were like, I remember way back at the beginning, you're like, well, just give it a shot, and then I think Duke, you said you might be better off because you haven't played the games, or at least a different perspective for sure, right?
Yeah.
And I did. I watched it, and it was like, oh shit! I'm waiting for season 3 now. Now that, like, after season 1, I was like, okay, do I really want to watch season 2?
Yeah.
But then you said, no, it gets better. I'm like, okay, and sure as shit, it did. And now I'm at the point where I'm like, dude, where the hell season 3? What am I waiting on? Give me more, feed me. So it did its job. I mean, season 2 did its job.
Yep. And we're down to 1 Spartan again. So we have now course corrected everything that they never addressed or they never did in season 1.
Well, maybe we don't know if that one out in space is dead. They have helmets and shit.
True. Well,
she could just be concussed. She could just be concussed, as far as we know.
So, but yeah, I mean, we're focused on 1. Right, we're not focused on the team anymore. I guess is more my point.
Yeah, that's
she might still be alive.
Freaking Joaquin Woodbine though. That's fine. Yeah, she was annoying.
I'm glad his wife's gone. I never liked.
And then she was wearing a wig the whole time.
Yeah, I don't. Yeah, I it was something about like
She,
Yeah, I
I think
think
she
so.
just ripped her hair off. I'm like,
Was that?
Was she wearing a
tore
wig?
your hair
though?
off. I thought you were blonde for
Oh
real.
yeah, I think so. I don't know if it's like the tone of her voice or whatever, but I just never
Her face is weird, man.
But I mean, again, I'm not nothing against her, but just in this particular case, like I was like, I don't know if that was the right call. So I'm glad that she was like, sacrifice myself. I'm out. Peace.
Worked for me. Again, to me, it was just her face is weird to look at. So
yeah,
there's something that was that Anya Taylor-Joy face, Little Mermaid girl. It was just off. Looked very alien. But Brother Man, his character's pretty badass.
Yeah, we can keep him with his lobster hands.
All right, what was it? Okay, so Halo. What?
I think only one hand's lobster. The other one I think is normal.
Yeah, one's good.
No,
was that in the game? Was he in the game? No. Okay, new character. Okay, got it.
But they're talking about for season 3. There was again. I don't even think they've done anything. Was starting to bring in the other characters from the other video games. So
Master Chief and Cortana. That's all
Don't
we
they have
need.
novels too that they can reach out to?
Yeah. Well,
I thought there were novels
thankfully,
that
Cortana's
they
not
could
gone.
reach out to. Yeah, that made me feel a lot better when they finally got back together. It was like I like this in season 1, and the first thing you do in the first episode of season 2 is get rid of it. I'm like, get the fuck out of here with this.
Tell me, Jack, you didn't get a little weepy when you heard her go, Chief? I was like,
pause.
I need a moment. I gotta pause this shit.
Let's see it.
All right. Real quick. What did you think? So we got Lou's perspective on the change for Cortana. What did you think of the change for Cortana?
It was
from season 1 to season 2.
And I even watched like season 1 right into it. And I'm like, man, it's still Cortana. It's what.
So did I. She looked so different. I could tell.
The problem is, I don't think Jack and I pay attention to her physical appearance because the voice is what. Like I don't. It's like you look at her and you hear it and you're just like, that's Cortana. Like it doesn't. It could have been a blue square and it would have been like, oh, that's Cortana. Like
no, that was the first thing I noticed. I was like, that does not look like the same person. I was like,
and it wasn't.
My OCD was like, I don't know about this.
It went from a 7 to a 9. You're like, wait a second.
Dial it back to 8, please.
Yes, or go to 10.
For real, man. Just do something.
At least they kept her consistent through the season. They didn't like have different Cortanas every time she showed up.
Yeah,
and she did change between Halo 1 and 2. She did look different.
Yeah. I mean, through the video games, of course, as graphics improved and stuff like that, she also improved. So.
What else?
All right.
All right, moving on.
I finally watched Dune, right?
Again.
But see, now we can stop talking about Haley for a while. Till season 3. Right.
Till next season.
I watched Dune finally. Yeah.
Dune?
I like Dune.
Okay.
The first one.
Part 1 you talking about or part 2?
Yeah, I never watched it before.
You finally saw Dune.
Well, remember we talked about that a few weeks ago. Was we had seen it and had gone and seen part 2, and we were like, "This is awesome." And Jack's like, "I don't know what you're talking about."
Actually, Duke, I remember that perfectly. I was just trying to play for the audience. Come on now.
Oh, you haven't seen either. Okay.
Wow.
Right.
The audience isn't stupid, Lou.
That guy in Belgium's like, "Damn you!"
I liked it. I mean, I read the book way back in like 9th grade, so it's like 30 years ago at this point.
Do you remember
they didn't
that?
call him Mahdi. Where's his name? Does he get it in the second one? Do they call him the field mouse in the second one?
You gotta watch the movie. You gotta watch part 2.
Is that a spoiler? If
well, he didn't join the
or
frame
no?
until the end, so they're the ones that call him that. But yeah, no, I remembered a bunch of it. Like when he put his hand in the box, and it was burning and all that stuff. Yeah, no, I remembered a bunch of it actually. But I liked it. It was well done.
Okay.
Part 2 is really good. I think if you liked part 1, I think you'll definitely like part 2.
And you don't have to wait 3 years to get to part 2 either.
Well, if my back feels better, then
but if I was gonna say if you
get in one of those,
you like part 1, you will like part 2.
D-box.
Is it the D-box chairs?
Shake it all out.
Yeah. And then
I watched
you
the
said
Planet
you
of the Apes
What
watched.
else?
movies. Those
You watched
three.
something else.
Yeah,
Oh,
I
the
like those
trilogy.
actually.
Yeah.
I liked them. I really did like them.
And
Yeah.
what was your?
Um,
I
I'm
just
glad
can't believe
we're-
it took you this long to watch
I'm
it.
glad we're educating you, Jack, on all this pop culture that you've
I have
missed out on
children.
the last 10 years.
I have I have 8 children, and I have a wife. So a lot of what I watch ends up getting dictated by what they want to watch.
Mm-hmm.
Well, soon you'll be working swing, and they will both be in school full time, and you'll have the mornings
Sure.
to yourself.
Well, I do mostly have Fridays, unless I get otherwise occupied by someone else that needs me to take care of them. But no, I liked all 3 of those. They were good.
Yep. But sometimes, yeah, you
Mhm.
gotta run those errands, son.
Right.
Oh, wait, literally.
And then
I'll tell you. Go ahead. I was going to say I watched the movie recently. That I'm wondering if you guys.
No, I like
Go
them.
ahead.
They were all good. Even changing up like the human characters, at least you kept Caesar through all 3 of them. I like that. And then watching the trailer for Kingdom,
Yeah.
I'm like, oh, okay, I understand what's going on now.
Right.
But
This makes a lot more sense.
I don't know if like time has passed, but is the main ape in that, is that Caesar's son, the baby Cornelius?
Yeah.
Okay, so it's not like
years.
It's
Cornelius, because Cornelius is the.
Hold on. See that's where I'm not sure, because as much as the baby was Cornelius in the first trilogy, I thought this was supposed to be several decades. Like we're talking 70 years later. That's what I thought.
Well, I saw a new. So I think tonight when I was at the movies, I saw a new trailer that gave way more colored in a lot of those boxes, and so that's what led me to think it was Cornelius, because there's things that there's conversations that happen in the trailer, and there's interactions that happen where I'm like, yep, that's a Cornelius thing from the OG trilogy.
Yeah, from the 60s, yeah.
So if it's not Cornelius, it's like Cornelius's son.
I mean, they gotta be all related to Caesar. So.
You know, like
see.
Yeah,
but that's what I thought it was. I thought it was Cornelius's kid or grandkid, because I gotta swore that they're like 80 years later is where we pick up.
But
so
there is, I think. Well, I mean, but monkeys live a good segment of time, and trust.
Well, they don't help us. They don't help us. We're not talking about monkeys. We're talking about apes.
I'm burned. All right, guys, that's been a good podcast. I'm gonna. Lou just pulled my geek card. I guess I'm done.
Wait a minute, though. Hold on. You just said you saw a trailer that helped fill in those boxes. So did that trailer help give us a time frame?
I don't remember if it gave a time frame. Like, it was one of those, like, the trailer started, and I'm like, oh, another Kingdom of the Apes. And then I kind of just, like, I was like, I've already seen this. And then all of a sudden, something happened in the trailer that I was like, oh, nope, I haven't seen that part of the trailer. So then I started paying attention. So,
see, now you got me looking at that one movie internet database thing.
What a white person thing.
Just to see if it says, sometimes they'll give you the little summary. 80 years after something like that. I'm curious to see if it says that in there.
Many
years after the reign of Caesar, a young ape goes on a journey that will lead him, blah, blah, blah. So it doesn't say how many years.
Many.
Not there, at least. I'd like to think the movie, and I'm curious if they're ever going to come back like, the astronauts, like the astronauts that were lost in space in the first movie. Did you catch that little hint? So that's kind of cool. So I wonder if they're actually eventually going to come back to that and like, hey guys, and then do the whole Charlton Heston thing, the Statue of Liberty. I hope they end up coming back to that. That'd be kind of cool.
Okay, this story is set about 300 years after.
Hilarious if it was
Planet of the Apes. 300.
300? Holy shit! Okay, that's definitely not Cornelius.
Yeah,
Apes don't live that long.
Man, okay, so Google that shit. How long do apes live? And then see how long do monkeys live for Duke.
So,
All right, so this movie is old. Kirsten Dunst, 15 years ago.
Nope.
Melancholia. It is artsy as hell. I'm going to just throw that out there right now.
are we already jumping ahead to the white person shit of the week?
Jumping ahead, dude. We've been on for an hour.
My timer's all messed up. So,
well, I thought we had a couple more things to talk.
Yeah, I got an hour 5 and 12 seconds.
There you go.
But I guess this would totally count because there ain't no way any real like black people ain't watching this movie. I'm telling you right now. There is no recommendation, dude. LeBron, Jordan, you can give this recommendation. Motherfuckers still ain't watching this. But it was good. It was slow. 2 hours 15 minutes, and you felt all 2 hours and 15 minutes of it. But it's broken up. Part 1 with Kirsten Dunst's character. She's severely depressed at her wedding, and she's basically faking her way through it. And you go through that whole drama with the family. A lot of interactions and holy shit moments with the family. It's like, man, this is how they are? What the fuck? And then part 2 is with her sister. I can't remember the actress's name, but and her staying with her family and that dynamic. And then while all this is happening, there's this newly found planet that's going to do a flyby of Earth. And then some people think it could actually, crash into Earth. So I won't spoil it if it does or doesn't, but the whole story played out with, it's again, kind of like that Red Violin where you're watching it really for the story. You don't really care a lot of the action that happens, although Red Violin has enough action in it. But I just thought it was a deep enough movie, especially with Kirsten Dunst should have won an Oscar. I think she won some other awards for this, but holy shit, her role as a depressed woman and that opening with the wedding and everything that happens afterwards and during, I just thought it was a great movie. So 2011, I think it came out. So if y'all looking for something slow burn, but thought-provoking, intelligently written, I would say Melancholia is your jam.
It has
well done.
Bill Skarsgård's brother in it, Lou. I know how much you love.
Alex, it has. Yeah, I was gonna say the best part is Alexander and Stellan are in it, and not Bill, so it's perfect.
Oh man.
But yeah, what's funny? What's funny was like either last week or the week before one of these podcasts we were talking about. I think we didn't really see Kirsten Dunst in a whole lot after Interview with the Vampire and the Spider-Man trilogy. Right?
She did a lot of indie movies and stuff.
Bring It On, I guess.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, exactly. And this is probably one of them. Say between the Spider-Man trilogy, Bring It On, and Interview with the Vampire, there wasn't a whole lot. And then, like you said, indie films, and this one was certainly one of them. And all the awards that she won off to the side, and the movie won off to the side, well deserved. I was pleasantly surprised at how this played out. It was just, I was flipping through one of my like what culture things, like top 10 blah blah blah, and this one came up like top 10 movies that like let actors know or let you know that these actors are good for other things, like Jim Carrey doing that TV show, Truman Show, yeah, that one. And then they brought up this one for Kirsten Dunst, and I was like, all right, I'm interested. So I gave it a shot a couple days ago and was like, holy crap, I really enjoyed this movie. So, nice. Yeah, something about, there's another one. I don't know if you guys heard it. I guess it's Zac Efron as a wrestler. So there was some wrestler story with his family. I guess there's a true story type thing.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, the Von Erichs.
Oh yeah, I have no idea who that is, what this is about, but they brought that one up too, and that got me. And I'm like, Zac Efron looks like he can actually act and not just be eye candy. So like, check this out.
While still being eye candy.
Especially wearing them tighty tights or the rest of the
spandex.
Although I know a lot of people didn't like it, but the movie he was in, where like his brother died or something like that, his little brother that he was playing baseball came catch with the baseball. He was like a sailor or a racer with sailboats. Whatever that movie was, 10, 15 years ago. I thought he was fine in that, so whatever.
Well, along those same lines, Jack, I was really glad we got to share WrestleMania 40 together.
That was kind of cool because, growing up.
Well, Jack,
Lou was like, what? Pay-per-views, so I never got to watch hardly any of them. So it was kind of cool that it was just on Hulu for funsies.
Yeah. Yeah.
Peacock, was it?
Well, Peacock's now like part. You can also get it on Hulu.
Whatever.
Peacock
I was
and
watching it
Hulu
on something.
are the same.
Disney. I thought Disney and Hulu
Disney
were the same.
But then Peacock's NBC, which is
not them.
I think.
Yeah.
But I thought that they had
because there's three. Remember, there's three different peacocks. You were going over how there's a regular peacock, a premium, and then a super or something.
But I thought NBC and Hulu have always been kind of intertwined, at least
Peacock,
as far as the streaming
they
goes.
said bye.
No, I think that's Fox and Hulu. Yeah, it's
okay.
Fox and Hulu are the ones that have always been intertwined because Fox doesn't have their own streaming. They're supposed to get it this year.
Awesome, another fucking streaming service.
Yep.
Although
Although
Disney owns Fox,
still cheaper
so
than
why would
cable.
they separate it from Hulu?
Are you sure they own Fox? I thought just about the Fox.
No,
movie
they do.
studio. I don't think they own.
That's why all that stuff's
Fox.
on. They bought Fox and FX.
Yeah.
They bought all that except for Fox News. It's the only thing they didn't get.
Because isn't
okay.
Well, The Simpsons isn't on Disney Plus yet, right?
Yeah, it was.
It just okay.
Day
There
one.
you go.
Then they censored a bunch of shit from Simpsons. That's what people bitched about. Day one it came out, it was like, wait, why is this episode not on here? Like the Michael Jackson episode isn't on Disney Plus, or at least it wasn't day one back in 2019.
Yeah. Real quick clarification for the Kingdom of the Planet of the Apes. The lead ape Noah, N-O-A, doesn't know who Caesar is, so part of his journey is the discovery of that legacy. Noah has to make sense of what all it means. The bad guy with the big crown is Proximus Caesar, a cult-like leader who enslaves other tribes of apes, tarnishing the legacy and society that the original Caesar fought so hard to build. And that,
no one needs to do a 23andMe.
If the last three movies were... If the last three movies were the Stone Age, here we get to see what happens when they enter the Bronze Age. Is kind of what they're...
Okay.
So...
Well, I mean, I enjoyed it enough that I don't know if I'm going to wait more than a week to watch it. That just sounds good. Sweet.
The funniest thing I saw this week was somebody tweeted out the headline of O.J. Simpson has died from cancer at 76, and their reply was, "Cancer has announced it will spend the rest of its life looking for the real killer."
See, that's just disrespectful. Man was acquitted. Leave him alone.
He was found innocent by a jury of his peers. The system works for everyone or works for no one?
Not guilty. But people just want to hold on to that hate. Got to be hating. No, dude, the glove did not fit.
Both you laughed though. That's all that matters. Is both y'all laughed.
That is true.
The one with the cartons of orange juice with the April 11th expiration date got me.
Oh damn, that's good. That's good though.
The stock photo.
Best Buy date 4/11. Oh my god, that's pretty fucking good.
Right.
Somebody's creative on that one. I'll give you props. Whoever you are out there in the world, good job.
Okay. So.
Yeah. Other than that, it's been a pretty quiet week.
Yeah.
Work, and more work. And then, like I said, just caught a few movies here and there. Catch Ghostbusters this weekend in theory, and keep on watching Shogun. 3 episodes left for me.
Yep, and then you got to roll into Fallout.
I watched the first episode. I'm digging it so far.
How many episodes?
Same here.
And they all dropped, so.
Okay. Shit, I might have that finished by Sunday.
So.
Yeah,
exactly,
they dropped.
Exactly. Or shit, that might my binge tomorrow night. Is just to knock out that, because I don't think I have any plans Friday night.
You don't watch 8 hours of TV in one night? No?
You don't?
There's this really cool thing called sleep.
And that'll happen when the show's over. It'll be my reward for watching all 8 episodes. Well, think about it. All that is a work day.
But you don't get paid.
It's a work day. I get paid in entertainment value. I get paid in educating myself in the world of Fallout.
Homegirl is cute as heck, too.
Is there a better salary?
Was that?
Homegirl's cute.
Yeah.
So, yeah, I mean, worst case scenario, I watch half of it because my day is probably free around 6 or 7 tomorrow. So I could probably get to midnight. So I could watch 6 hours of it Friday night and then finish it Saturday morning.
Yeah, if I end up rescheduling Civil War, I'll probably do the same.
There you go. And depending on how good or bad it is, I'll be multitasking anyway. If it's like, I'll be on the computer while it's on. But if it's good, I'll be sitting there with my drink and all absorbed. It's like, okay, give it my attention. Go from there. You skip it.
You play with pussy. It bites you.
Yep. I'll try to tell people.
Pussy with teeth.
Them vagina teeth.
Yeah. Vagina denta.
Denta vagina. Latin for that would be.
Hang on, I'm looking it up. Vagina dententia. Dentata. Vagina dentata.
Dude, just go back to basic reading skills. Duke, what are you doing? Pronounce each individual letter here. Put it back up there. Do it again.
What?
Vagina dentitia.
Hang on, I'll put it in chat.
Yeah. Spell that shit. I want to see this.
Vagina dentata. Right?
Sorry, I don't know. I haven't seen the chat yet. All I know is just that just sounds like a funny phrase.
Vagina dentata.
Vagina dentata.
Oh.
Yeah, that's what I got.
Now I know what the episode title's
Vagina dentata. That'll fit.
The flood of vagina dentata.
All right.
Oh my god.
All right. Lou needs to go to bed so he can get some sleep.
I just looked over and realized I was like, man, 12:37. They got
because
here fast.
where you were just saying, it's going to be like tomorrow.
1 minute, I'm online,
and now it's half an hour into tomorrow.
Yeah, exactly. That shit was 38 minutes ago. Are you kidding me?
Yeah. We've done good work on this episode, boys.
That's what happens when we're all cool as fuck, right? We just time flies. Totally get it.
We just enjoy each other's company
and we're
so
not even
much.
drunk. That might be a fun podcast one year.
Yeah, we'll have to do a drunk episode sometime.
Dude, we will have to do that. Just sit there and just shot.
Right?
Yeah.
And also, dear fans, just so you know, in 3.5 months is Comic-Con for San Diego, so you'll probably start hearing us ramble about that here and there.
I didn't even get a chance to ramble about it already.
Yeah,
I know, right? Just roll with it because it's going to get, for me, it'll be Denver Comic-Con first and 4th of July weekend. But leading up to that, it'll be SDCC, DCC, and then I'll be letting y'all know who's showing up at DCC. Like the most recent announcement was Andy Serkis, so that's kind of cool.
We'll have to do I'll have to pick a Comic-Con to do remotes from that are local to us because I have Rose City Comic-Con, and I'm sure Jack has Vegas Comic-Con.
Comic-Cons are weak as hell, dude.
And we'll have to do. We'll have to.
August.
They keep moving it. They move them
right after San Diego.
Yeah, no.
Okay.
But I'm saying we could go in there and be like, I was there for 2 hours and I fucking watched the floor and did everything I wanted to do.
Yeah, there's some truth to that. At Denver, probably half a day. Is all I need at Denver.
Depends on how many times I stop and talk to artists. Like if I see some art that I like, I'll stop and engage with them and talk to them. But as far as like, I mean, I would say that there's probably a small handful of huge Comic-Cons that have the programming that you look. I mean, like Emerald City, which is in Seattle. I think they have a decent programming schedule because they usually get like the big stars. But like the one here, the one here in Portland. The one here in Portland is, I mean, it's very. You're not going for the panels. You're going for the autographs. And you're going for
WonderCon's week 2 and Anaheim WonderCon.
We can do that next week. Let's talk about this next week because
talk about some Comic-Con. We can talk about Comic-Con next week.
Comic-Con stuff.
Okay.
Yeah.
That sounds like a plan because, like I said, I'll be going to Denver, then San Diego, and then probably at the end of August I'll be going to Colorado Springs. But a lot of it, I'm just going for like autograph stuff these days. And you were talking about artists and talking with the comic people. I'm really not in that world. I usually walk by if I see something for Harley. With Harley on it, I'll get it, and then Jack has his Harley thing. That happened last year. It's like, hey, this has Denver on it and Harley. Oh wait, I can sell it for $20. Okay, let me get 2 because Jack's gonna want one also. And that's how that went. I bought 2, sold 1, and sent 1 to Jack.
Yeah, I could talk about the guy that I've interacted with, the art. Yeah, we could do.
Yeah,
we
yeah.
could do
Matter of
an
fact-
art and Comic-Con next week.
You know, that's good. I think what I'll do is
Maybe
take
smaller
notes.
artist.
Yeah, exactly. I'll take notes with you guys because that's more in your world. That way, when I'm at Denver and Colorado Springs, if those people are there, I can look out for shit for you guys. Say, hey, this guy's here. Do you want anything? Or if you have this, they have this. He's drawing or
like
whatever.
Our favorite interactions that we've had, because I think there's a couple times at Comic-Con, Jack and I have met people who ended up being like really super cool. The Snake Plissken guy sticks out in my mind as somebody who Fernandez. I'll have to look it up.
Oh yeah. All right, sounds good.
But, yeah.
I think we have our plan for it. We have an agenda.
So
for next
professional.
Yeah. If there's anybody you want us to talk about, shout out, look up, post something in the comments. Let Jack know
Feedback,
so we can do some research on him before we hop in here.
Yeah, or it's like, hey, I like that one time when you guys talked about fill in the blank, and we'll go back and talk about it, or something similar to that. Like sometimes I want to hear y'all personal stories, your history, more of that. And Lou, how was Japan, or that shit.
Yeah, full of those.
So we'll figure it out. Yeah, that's up to y'all, people. If you tell us. Other than that,
and
we're
eventually we'll get to
like
what you want because we'll just randomly hit it.
Yeah, it'll just happen accidentally.
Mm-hmm.
Yes,
and you will be pleased.
Not as pleased as Jack was when Master Chief picked up the energy sword, but
that is true. Jack, look, y'all. He texted us in the thread. Was you could feel and see the excitement through a text message.
My phone screen got slick. I was like, what is this? What's happening? It was Slimer attacked my phone.
My phone was
Ghostbusters.
glowing, so and it's a black phone, so that tells you all you need to know.
All right,
guys. Thanks for listening.
Sweet. Until next week, y'all.